So one of my favorite types of videos to create, and one that I think that maybe you ought to consider creating, especially like if you're trying to get started and you're kind of stuck on what kind of video to do, it's called a talking head video. This, my friend, is a talking head video. It's exactly what I'm doing now. It's my head is talking. But it is a type of content. I think this is a great way to help you just kind of overcome that shyness and that camera thing. One of the reasons I like it is because I feel like it just connects a lot better one-on-one. Now, there's some ways to do that, and there's also some ways that you can take talking head videos, make them step them up a little more if you want. This isn't about making them look pro or anything like that. It's just about taking a simple type of video, and if you want to, you can add some things to it. Talking head videos don't have to be boring. Now, if you want to do a talking head video, I mean literally like this, that's just you talking, that's cool. But you can do other things like adding B-roll. B-roll is just basically showing something else other than you talking. So for example, I'll add some B-roll of this setup right now of how I'm shooting this, and that is B-roll. So while I'm talking to you, you actually now are looking at how I'm shooting this video. You could add graphics to a talking head video, like text and things like that. I would encourage you not to overproduce it, not to get crazy with the text, but it's okay to point things out. It's okay to like bring up points like I just did in this video about if you want to add graphics, add simple text to emphasize a point. You could also add music or even sound effects to your talking head video. Again, these are all things you don't have to do and you shouldn't feel compelled to do, but if you want to do a talking head video and you're like, man, I want to take it up a little bit more, add some music, or when you like make a point, add a sound effect to really accentuate that. Okay? So for me, what makes talking head videos so powerful, it's this. It's being able to connect with the person watching, with you. I'm looking at a lens, but again, I know somebody on the other side of this, maybe you're watching this. And so by just talking to you, it allows me to more connect with you, hopefully on the topic that you're interested in. So what are some easy ways to do a talking head video? Just this, look at the lens. Now, again, on my DJI Osmo Pocket 3, the lens is right there. So I see where the lens is. Depending on a camera, like I've got a camera back there on my desk, that's the Canon M6 Mark II. If you're interested, I'm looking at the lens there. It's right above my monitor. But even on my iPhone, depending on how I shoot it, I prefer to look at the selfie camera so I can see where I am. But the lens is just off to the main screen. So again, knowing where the lens is that you're looking at, that is one way to connect using a talking head video. Now, what about what you want to say? Well, if you want to script it, if you're more comfortable scripting it, by all means do that. But then you're going to have to figure out how to either read the script or learn the script. In my experience, if you're brand new to video, that is harder to do and come off as authentic. Some people can do it. A lot of people just come off as if they're reading to me. I prefer a method of either having some bullets, like right now I've got some notes on my phone that's just to the right and below my Pocket 3 that I can glance at if I want. But then again, they're more bullet points, so I get some things in my head and I just go with them. So what I would recommend is just, if you need to, make some points. You can put it on a sticky note and just put it right below the lens and glance at it if you need to, and that'll help you do your talking head video. And another way you can do it is record it in chunks. Now, I love sometimes just hitting record and going. The downside to that is you can have a really, really long file to work through. And if you're brand new to editing, that's a whole nother thing to be intimidated by. So what I recommend is just what I call recording in chunks. So hit record, say what you're going to say, and stop. Look at your notes or get your thoughts in your head together. Hit record, go again, and just repeat that as many times as you need to. So what may happen is you may have, a dozen or more, could even be more, of individual clips, but then again, you could put all those together and that would make your entire talking head video. So if you haven't tried talking head videos, give it a shot. You may enjoy it because that is part of the YouTube journey, is just experimenting and trying different things, especially different types of video. Just remember though, that simple is good. So don't worry about overproducing it and overthinking it. Just hit record, Start talking and make sure, though, you publish that on YouTube, or otherwise the World Wide Web won't know what the heck you have to share with them.